The weather today is kind of gloomy and kind of cold. It's soup season, and Lucy is making the perfect soup for today.
Hey, Lucy, you guys have chicken at your grocery stores too, right?
I was about to say, everybody knows Greer's has the best fried chicken.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you want fried chicken, you should go to Greer's and get it.
So how's that work?
What? The best?
So it's ready to go? It's hot and ready to go?
It's hot and ready to go. Any deli we have, of course you can go up to the hot bar and order it. And so many people order for churches or events or anything. Now everybody's slowly trying to, get going again on safe gatherings. So big orders or just a couple pieces on your lunch plate, the best fried chicken.
Who made the fried chicken recipe? I have lots of questions about that.
I did.
You
did?
It was
so fun. Yeah, I worked with a local company here, Crispy Mixes, and we came up with the recipe, all the the flavor profile, and it was a lot of fun.
I have a request.
What?
Can we make it on the show sometime?
We should. That's a good idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to try. I would like to try. You know what I can do though? In the meantime, I can go to a Greer.
Yeah. In the meantime, for sure.
All right. Well.
And hey,
yes.
Also on Wednesdays, it's a daily deal. So 8 pieces of fried chicken are only $5 or $6.
What?
And so
that's a steal of a deal.
I know. So
that's
we
fun
talked about
for the whole family.
I know. We talked about our daily deals a few weeks ago. So each day of the week, there's a different deli deal. Like Monday's rotisserie chicken. Like I said, Wednesday's fried chicken. If you want ribs, you can get ribs on sale on Friday. So lots of great deals. We always come on here and cook, but of course, if you aren't a cooker, then you can go to any of our delis.
Well, considering we've spent almost the entire segment talking about stuff that was unplanned, tell us about this big bowl of onions we got here.
Well, that's okay because we just need to let these cook anyway. We're working on French onion soup, and like Chelsea said, it's so cold outside, and French onion soup is super easy to make. Sarah said, "Is it hard?" I said, "No." The longest part of it is, of course, letting all these onions cook down. So I have about 3 or 4 pounds of sweet onions, and actually all of our stores have 3-pound bags of sweet onions on sale, so you can just grab one of those bags, slice them up. I put 4 tablespoons of butter and 4 tablespoons of olive oil in here, and so we're just going to let them cook for about 45 minutes. You can do it, every stove is different, so you just don't want them to brown. You just want them to soften up, and eventually they're going to caramelize. So whatever heat, whether it be medium, medium low, or like this is on medium high right now, and we're not burning at all. So, so all we're gonna do is let these cook
ruined.
down.
You lost 1 sliver of onion.
Don't worry.
The whole thing is toast now.
I got it. So when we come back, we can season it up with a few things that is gonna flavor it while these onions cook down.
I'm a big fan of onions. Can't wait to see this recipe play out. In the meantime, you can find it on Studio 10 tab at fox10tv.com. As long as all the information on Greer's, you have like 2,000 locations on the Gulf Coast, right?
2,000, also known as 28. So yes, and we have, of course, our new store downtown here in Mobile on St. Louis Street that we're installing all the cases. So it's so exciting.
That's exciting.
I know. So we look to be open the end of May. So we're thrilled.
That's a big announcement. Can't wait for that. We'll tell you more about that and the soup in just a bit here.
Happy Wednesday. We are in the kitchen with our good friend Lucy from Greer's Markets. We're talking about something perfect for today's weather, and that's French onion soup.
Yes, we have our big pile of onions. There was about 3 or 4 pounds. I mentioned we have sweet onions, which I like to use in this recipe, on sale this week. So you can get a 3-pound bag, which is perfect for this recipe. And we just sliced them up, and we put 4 tablespoons of butter and 4 tablespoons of olive oil in here. And it's important to either cook over medium or medium low heat because you don't want these to burn, of course, and you don't want them to get brown quickly. So we're not sauteing them. We're just slowly cooking them down so they will caramelize. So we're going to add a few things in there. I have some fresh thyme. So you just, put the whole stem in there, and then all the leaves will fall off, and later on we can take out the stems, and that's when we will take out the bay leaves. So we'll put in a couple bay leaves. And then I also have a teaspoon and a half of salt, and also 2 teaspoons of sugar and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So we're just gonna put these in here, and the whole process is what's a little bit time consuming for this recipe, which is gonna take about 45 minutes or so just to get all of these cooked down and soft, and they're gonna turn that nice golden color.
Well, it smells absolutely amazing. I love soup, any kind of soup. I will say this soup specifically seems like the most intimidating to make, especially if you haven't made it before, but you're really kind of breaking down all the details, and it's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad at all. And when I was looking, every month we have a cheese of the month in certain delis, and this month we have Gruyere. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love it anyway. I mean, it's great just to chop up and eat, or to use in any kind of recipe on a sandwich or in quiche. And it's really fantastic and traditionally used in French onion soup. And it's really not a soup that I make, on a regular basis, probably, kind of the same, in your mind, you're thinking, oh, it's going to take too much time. But it is so simple. And you can also make this no carb. Like, of course, I have some French bread that was so pretty. I just picked up from our Dolphin Street store, and I just chopped it up and just toasted it a little bit. But you could do the same thing and not add the bread, and just do the cheese on top, and it's a great option. So I think too, when people think about this soup, they think, oh, it's not healthy, but everything in moderation, I say. And like I said, you could absolutely make it no carb by omitting that bread.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. Also nice to keep in the fridge if you don't eat all of it. Have it for lunch the next day. If folks want to come see you guys, or maybe they want to download the app and just do curbside or delivery, how does all that work?
Yes, we would love for everybody to shop with us, especially if you haven't shopped with us before. There's many opportunities across Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida. We have 28 stores, and I mentioned to Joe, we're working on our new one in Mobile downtown, so that one will be open here in early summer. And most of our locations have curbside pickup options. You can place your order either online at greers.com/shop, or you can download our free app like Chelsea mentioned, and we do all the shopping for you. So everything available in store is also available online, including alcohol. So you can get your beer or wine too, so you don't have to make a special trip inside the store to get that. And we do all the shopping just like we were shopping for ourselves. And there's also delivery options. So if you were, if you are sick or you are homebound, then you absolutely can get groceries delivered to your house as well.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. I have a friend who lives in North Mobile County. She travels all the way to Mobile to go to Greer's because she says she loves the music. It's well lit and it's a pleasant shopping experience.
Well,
so make sure if you haven't tried it yet, do that. Greer's is amazing. We'll be right back finishing up this soup with Lucy. Joe?
Lucy is going to town here with her French onion soup. You said we've got a few steps left in the process.
Yes, we have cooked down our onions, and so I just took out the bay leaves and the fresh thyme. So now we're going to add a couple of tablespoons of cream sherry.
So you add those things in for flavor, and then you take them out after they've added the flavor.
Yes, absolutely. So I added sherry from my great-grandmother who used to drink it, May. And I added a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce there. And now we're going to add 8 cups of beef stock. And we're going to bring this up to a boil and then just let it reduce and simmer for about 30 minutes. And if you wouldn't mind adding this one in,
sure,
I will show the final steps here.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So in my little crock here, I have some soup that's already been cooked. So our French onion soup is down in here, and then I mentioned earlier that I just got some French bread from our stores, or you could use, a baguette. I use French bread, and so I just toasted it up. You can put as much or as little as you want. And then I'm using this Gruyere cheese that's our cheese of the month, so you can get it on special. And I'm going to grate as much as you like on here, and then we're just going to broil it, and it's nice and melted, and it's ready to eat.
Make it snow. I like a lot of cheese. That's
I know,
awesome.
Me too.
Good stuff there. I love that you have a cheese of the month too. That's like something after my own heart right there.
Wisconsin boy, I know, this is just for you.
Well, that looks fantastic. This French onion soup. So this is the finished product right here?
Yes, absolutely. So this is ready to pop in the oven and it'll be ready to eat.
All right, how long do you say that goes in the oven for approximately?
Just a few minutes, so don't walk away from it or you'll burn it like I almost did that one.
All right, that sounds good. So keep in mind Greer's for all of your shopping needs. We talked about a lot of different stuff today. We learned about your fried chicken. We learned about the French onion soup and also your Wednesday deals.
Yes.
All right, so you can check that all out. The Studio 10 tab at fox10tv.com or greers.com. Lucy, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Studio smells amazing. In the meantime, though, it smells great in the studio due to that French onion soup with Lucy from Greer's. Shop at Greer's, get the recipe for that. Take a look at that. I'm about to eat that up.
Looks so good. Make sure you download the Greer's app. You can also find the recipe on fox10tv.com. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow.